For those of you watching the chat, Frank is correct. Stream is just beginning. We're a little bit delayed today. Higher game. All right, so we are in Kenosha, Wisconsin, about to play the Chicago Warhawks over there. We play them at this rink this morning, and then this evening we're playing them in Chicago, much closer to our hotel. I apologize if this feed is a little bit shaky. I have none of my devices, not even my AirPods, so hopefully you guys can all hear me and can put up with a bit of my shaky hands. I got to the airport yesterday and realized I did not have my backpack with all my important things. So we've been making do this weekend. It was a good lesson in getting by without all the normal things and being flexible. So before this, we stopped at the Home Alone house where the movie of that name was filmed. And the girls took a group photo in front of it in their home jerseys. The street was blocked off to traffic, so we all had to circle around and drop girls on corners and have them walk over. It's for sale if anybody wants it. It is $5.3 million to live in what is probably a zoo, particularly at this time of year, of thousands of people wanting to come and take a picture in front of your house. That sounds like an awful place to live to me, but so yesterday we played the West Dundee Leafs, and I apologize again that feed didn't work. No signal in that building. They have Wi-Fi, but it keeps kicking out. And it might be like that rink I was in Michigan, where the Wi-Fi works in the lobby, but is blocked in the rink to force people onto Live Barn. I'm not sure, but hopefully some of you got to see it on Live Barn. We unfortunately are at that rink again tomorrow morning, but it's an early morning game here, which means it's a desperately early morning for those of you back in Colorado. So maybe everybody wants the excuse to sleep in on a Sunday morning instead of waking up to watch a hockey stream. So no streaming tomorrow morning. Sleep in, get some rest, prepare for the holidays. But it sounds like there's some good audio and some good video coming in through this feed today, which is fantastic. And last night we lost 2-3 to the Leafs. But I think it's a team that's absolutely beatable for us. So hopefully we now have our Chicago legs under us. Frank says the video is not the worst in the world. So that is good. Thank you, Frank. But I can tell that my hand is really shaking, so I really apologize for that, you guys. Maybe my phone is stabilizing it more than what I'm seeing through my screen. And I have no Jesse, no Mark, no Reagan to help me with my commentary. So again, apologize. It's not going to be very colorful today. This is a really cool, very retro rink. It has like that interesting It's the rink smell that's not like stinky hockey smell. It's an interesting rink smell, but it's not gross. So I really love it. All right, so I have to show you guys this. I think I can zoom in. Yes, I can. Check the awesome DJ box that they have for the scorekeepers. It's lit. I bet you it's heated. They're all protected behind glass. There's some gigantic speakers on top. I wish they were using them to give us some music. That would be super fun. But I don't know. I think we better build something cool like that back at home. Oh, 15 viewers too. Hello, everybody. And today, last night we played 13-minute periods with 2-minute penalties, which were very long penalties for such a short period. Today they've got us with 15 minutes on the clock. We'll see what they give us for penalties, if we can take any. Okay, game on. Kiki, Jill, and Anna's line is out with Claire and Alana on D. Managed to get the puck into the right end right off the bat. Always a good sign. Chicago clears it up to their girl at the blue line, and she's really fast, but Jill makes life difficult for her. That's fantastic. Chicago comes out with a puck, gets a shot, but it's high over the net. Kiki battling on the boards. Alana swings it back around to the far side. Anna's there. And Claire battling for the puck. It pops out to the front. Oh, Chicago gets a little weak backhand shot off, and Bridget's able to turn that to the side. Kiki and Anna trying to clear the blue line. Claire comes up with it and gets it out across the red. Riders are going to have a wholesale change. We've got Zoe, Addie. Let's see who just got jumped. Ekman just got dumped down at the sideboards there. But Zoe comes out with it, gets it across the blue line. Addie chasing with Emily. We get it deep in their end. Addie's, Chicago centered it in front of their own net, but there were no riders there to take it. Chicago comes out with it, dumps it in deep, wide of our net. Takes a shot, but again, wide and behind the net. And we clear it out across the blue line. Riders are changing. Okay, goalie touches it, so it's not icing. Emma is fighting hard down in that far corner. Puck comes out. Claire grabs it at the center line and dumps it in, but it was a high stick, I think. First whistle, I think. All right, we got Emma, Jill, and can't see who's on the far side there. Alana and Claire on D. Oh, it's Olivia on the far side there. Chicago tries to shoot it out, but Claire grabs it and dumps it back in. Olivia's chasing hard, being a pest. Jill comes up with it, tries to backhand it, but it gets deflected over to the corner. She's still chasing. Emma's back there, scoops it out to Olivia, who was at the front, but Chicago gets their stick on it. That was a great shift. Puck is coming into our zone. Oh my God, great move by Jill. Battling down in the corners. It's swooping around behind our net. Chicago's in control of it right now. Alana rims it around the boards, and it goes out, but I don't think it's got enough for icing, no. So Olivia's chasing it down while the riders all change. Pass broken up by Shea. Olivia dumps it in while she goes for a change. Shea's chasing. Brooklyn in the corner, battling with a couple Chicago players. They rimming around to the far side. Try to clear it out, but Ava's in there, smushing her to the boards. Puck comes out, and Ekman gets it, but loses it. Oh, she's got control of it again. It's loose. There's a lot of battles. Wow, Brooklyn grabs it and takes a fantastic shot. Glove saved by the goalie. All right, Sylvie and Riley are back on D. And we've got Kiki, Anna, and Jill out. Jill's fighting down the corner. Puck comes up and out. Grabbed by Sylvie and dumped back in deep. Kiki's chasing behind the net. Pops out, oh, and it just gets across the blue line. Zoe grabs it, flings it forward, and there was a whistle. I didn't see what happened there. Hand pass. All right. Zoe wins it back to Claire, but it gets caught up in her skates. Zoe's chasing on the far side. Chips it past a bunch of Chicago players over to Emily. But Chicago clears the puck and is coming away with it. Trying to make a pass, broken up by riders. But that is an icing. This face-off will come down to our end. Shot blocked by Zoe. She tries to chip it out. Doesn't have enough mustard on it. Yes, Reagan, mustard. Oh, Bridget flicks the puck out to the side, and it manages to go all the way down for another icing. So we will have a change and reset back in our zone. All right, Emma and Alana. Jill's taking the face off. She's out there with Olivia. Oh, comes right out to Chicago at the front, but they shoot high of the net. Centering it again, but Emily comes away with it. Sorry, Emma. Shot back in by Chicago. Jillian's chasing. Pokes it forward, goes and grabs her own poke. Oh. Emma's trying to clear it, but it gets dumped back in deep. Alana flings it up the boards. Emma's bringing it up the boards and backhands it. Oh, trying to get it over to break Jill out, but Chicago intercepts that pass. Sends it back in deep to our zone. Olivia and Alana battling on the boards on the far side. Alana cuts away, tries to fling it up. Olivia tries to chip it out. Not enough. Chicago brings it in. Good work by Emma. Oh my God, and somehow that didn't go in. Jillian and Bridget working very well together at the net to just have a whole bunch of bodies there so the puck couldn't go in. That was wild. All right, who won the face-off? Brooklyn won the face-off. Riley's back in the corner, digging for it. Brooklyn and Riley are working hard. It comes up behind our net. Sylvie squeezes off the Chicago player, grabs the puck, tries to get it up to Shea, but Chicago gets a shot off with that. Chicago's working really hard to keep it deep. Brooklyn up to Ava. Ava forward to Shea, who's really battling. Holy cow, what a move. And she gets an amazing shot off. Wow. Okay, so puck is in the end where we want it. Riders are changing. We've got Sylvia and Riley on D. And this is the Jill, Kiki, Anna line coming out. Chicago takes control, but we fight for it, and it comes out front, and Jill gets a really nice shot off. This goalie is a bit harder to solve than our goalie was last night. Okay, Jill's taking the face-off, wins it back to Collins, who tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by a stick of a Chicago player. Goes down deep into our zone, but Riley comes up with it, passes it up to the blue line, but it just crosses, and Chicago is offside. She was trying to spring Anna over there. Okay, we're getting 2 new D out. Claire and Alana are coming out. Jill wins it forward. Kiki shoves it deep. Jill's chasing. She's got Kiki for support up the boards. Chicago is trying to get it out. We get away with a trip there. Claire goes hard into the boards. But Alana comes up with the puck. Sends it in deep. And Jill gets a shot towards the net. It doesn't quite make it. Goes to the far corner. Addie pulls it out. Emily is trying to get it out of the corner. Sends it back behind the net. Addie's chasing. She's trying to get it up to the center there, but Chicago's sticks are too strong. Kept in by Alana. But Chicago flings it across the ice. Comes out with it and dumps it in hard. Alana pulls it out. Over to Zoe. Tries to send it up to Emily, but it gets intercepted by Chicago. They tried to take a shot from the blue line, but again intercepted by the Riders. Comes out to the neutral zone, and it is shot into the Chicago bench. Face off in neutral zone. Look at that, Emily, Zoe, and I think Olivia. Collins and Ekman on D. Chicago comes in the zone with it. Tries to pass it, but it's thrown up. Sorry, that was Addie, not Olivia. Emily's chasing. But Chicago connects their pass. Oh, she tried to throw it out, but Zoe intercepted. Dropped it to Emma, who took a great shot. Saved by Chicago. Cross-ice pass to Chicago. Riley's on them, though. Chasing it back into the corner. Battling with Chicago. Puck comes out to Emma. She chips it off the boards and gets it out, and Olivia's chasing. But Chicago managed to come out with the puck. And they're going to bring it back into our zone. Take a shot, but that's blocked by Sylvie's boot. Jillian battling behind the net, over to Sylvie, up to Emma, still deep in the corner, and who is that? That's Sylvie, laying on top of the Chicago player in the corner. Some shenanigans in front of our net. Chicago player's not happy about that. Oh, nice pass and shot by Chicago, but Brooklyn, sorry, not Brooklyn, Bridget is a beast, makes the save. I haven't had to say Bridget's name very much. So they haven't been getting too many shots on her, which is great. I think we've been blocking a lot of stuff. Ekman runs it around the corner to Jill, who decides to reverse it back to Collins, who sends it deep. It's not icing. Wow, great skating by Jill to get it and get some control back behind our net. Fighting for it in the corner is Olivia and Jill. Puck comes out from the near side. Alana pinches in trying to get it, but it comes out. Shea is back there causing all sorts of trouble. And Jill's made it back too. Everybody's battling really hard today. It's fantastic. Around the boards to Shea. Chicago comes up with the puck, working through our 3 players, but we strip it from them. Shea pushes it up to neutral ice, and Ava is so fast trying to beat them to the puck, but we have ice. Despite it being a retro rink, there's a really nice heater right here, which is keeping me nice and warm. All right, Alana rims it around the boards. Ava's battling for it. Chicago comes out with it and dumps it in deep behind our net. Alana flicks it up and over to Ava, who tries to get a pass out to Brooklyn. All right, Shea comes out with it. Getting a real pass, which is fantastic. Comes to the near side. Brooklyn peels the puck away from her, but Chicago again comes out with the puck. And they send it in deep. Claire's back there with it. Tries to reverse the puck, but nobody there, except for Chicago, who comes up with it and takes a wicked shot. Again, blocked off our player. Brooklyn makes a fantastic save. The net is on the puck is on the back of the net, not in it. So, relatively physical game, especially for the Riders. No penalties called. We've got Kiki, Jill, and Anna out. Riley and Sylvia on D. Kiki chips the puck forward to Jillian, who tries to navigate through them. Gets tripped up, no call. Kiki's behind the net, she centers. And we get a shot. And the puck is up in the goalie's helmet. She's doing a very strange move to try to extract the puck from underneath her helmet. All right, same lines are out there. Jill wins it back to Anna, who takes a shot. It's deflected. Kiki's battling. Puck pops out to neutral ice. Sylvie's working it, trying to move it forward, looking for a pass. Bit of a dog's breakfast in neutral ice here. Chicago ultimately gets it and flings it in deep. Riley picks it up, tries to make a move, but got 2 Chicago players on her. Manages to knock it over to the near boards, and Kiki's taking chase on Chicago. Chicago moves it up, gets it across our blue line, but it's picked up by Sylvie, who tries to pass it forward to Anna. Deep in the zone, but Riders are on a change. Zoe and Emily are up front with it. Puck gets stripped from, it's just getting tossed around between the 2 teams in neutral ice. Off of Emily's foot, she's looking for it. Chicago comes up with it, tries to get a shot off, but again, blocked by our players. Chicago tries to center it, which would have been a dangerous shot, but Addie came up with the puck. She gets it over to Emily, and Emily back to Addie. Oh, but it got caught up in Addie's skates. A big lob out to center ice. Chicago comes out with it, but the puck is stripped by Alana. Nice work. We do not allow them to keep possession for very long. All right, Chicago's coming in. Puck gets deflected deep into the far corner. They still have possession. They try to center it, but Alana is in the way. But they come around, try the wraparound, hits the side of the net, and Bridget is not going to take any chances, and she covers that up. Face off in our zone. Jill's going to take the face off. We've got Claire and Alana on D. And Emma and Olivia on the wings. Oh, and that is the end of first. 0-0 is the score. 0 penalties. Lots of action. Very unfortunate there's no music. Thank you, Molly, for updating the chat thread for anybody who can't be watching right now. About equal number of players, it looks like. Each team only with one goalie. Sydney, we miss you. And we've got one injured player on our bench, unfortunately. Mia, her head is still bothering her. And she got totally slew-footed at the game last night and fell backwards and bonked her head again, so she needs to rest her noggin. All right, I think Hawks got us beat with a slightly louder cheer. Hopefully that just means the riders are saving their energy to kick some ass on the ice. All right, we've got Zoe coming out with Emily and Addie. Ekman and Collins on D. And Zoe's going to take the face off. And Chicago wins the puck back, but it goes deep into their zone. Fling it up, but she sends it deep from the blue line. They say there's no icing on that. I don't know why. Oh, of course it's not icing. We've switched directions. All right, Zoe runs it around to Addie. Puck is coming through the neutral zone. Chicago grabs it, tries to reverse it, but Addie comes out with it. She's going to come into the net, take her time. Shot, and it rolled up the goalie. Big battle for it in front of the net. Chicago tries to get it out, but a great block again by Emily. Puck can't get anywhere fast. Chicago comes out with it, tries to get a shot off, but it's way wide of the net. Brooklyn's fighting in the corner. Now Sylvie's fighting behind the net. Sylvie comes out with it, gets it up to Emily. It bounces off her skate back to Brooklyn, who sends it back up to Emily, who dumps it in deep, gets off for a change. Brooklyn's chasing, fighting for the puck. She's got it behind the net. She's waiting for some teammates to come and be there for the pass. Shay's there, but she's battling too hard. Her stick was being held up. She couldn't get a shot off, but it gets to Claire, tries to take a shot in. Chicago will clear it. Claire's chasing with Alana. They get it out to neutral ice, but Chicago picks it up. Tries to shoot, but it goes right into Alana's gut. Alana reverses it. The boards, Ava's there. She crushes that girl into the boards. There's no call. Shay's trying to clear it. Riders send it in deep and around over to Alana, who's trying to work it up to Ava, but Chicago gets in the way, and Alana ultimately is able to fling it down the ice for an icing. All right, we've got Jill, Kiki, and Anna coming out. Face off in our zone. Puck is won over to the far boards, and it just stays in the zone. Kiki's over there battling, getting shoved around, and we get it out, and Anna manages to grab it. Carries it across the blue line, but she's got 3 Chicago players on her, and they strip the puck from her. And unfortunately, that is now going to be a trip against the Riders. We touch up, and they blow the whistle. So we're going to get to test our penalty kill. Against this team, we've got Olivia, Emma, Riley, and Zoe down in our zone. And they are giving us a minute 30 penalty, despite the longer period. So oh, and the play got blown dead. Nobody knew why. Bridget's helmet fell off down at this end. So she's trying to get her equipment back, looking good. All right. And they're trying to decide where the face-off should be. Yesterday in the 18U Riders, no, they're going to pull the face-off out. In the 18U Riders game in Philly, one of the Riders players his jersey was grabbed by players on the opposing team's bench, and then they took his stick and threw it over the glass. And that took a whole bunch of minutes to try to decide what sort of penalty to call on that. All right. Chicago centered it in front of our net, but Emma came away with it. Chips it up the board to Olivia, who bounces it to herself off her own skate. Gets it about midway into the Chicago zone. They clear it. Emma's fighting on the boards, and Olivia zooms up and backhands it deep into our zone. Their zone, sorry. The Chicago jerseys look a lot like Riders' home jerseys. All right, we got Bachman fighting for it in the corner. Comes out. Olivia sends it in nice and deep again. Chicago with a cross-ice pass. Tries to get it deep, but it's picked up by Ekman, who throws it down the ice. Picked up by Chicago. Good back check by Addie. And we throw the puck deep again. Chicago has to go and collect it. Addie's being a pest. Oh, but Chicago blasts past Emma. Gets a shot, but it's wide of the net. Ekman's back there, fighting for it in the corner. All sorts of battling over on the far side there. The puck comes out, and it is grabbed by Claire, who chips it up the boards. Addie's chasing, but Chicago sends it back in deep. And Bridget's going to cover that up. Penalty is over. We've got 10:37 left in the second. The score is still 0-0. Brooklyn's going to take the face-off. She's got Ava and Shea. Pucks one back to the Chicago player who dumps it in deep. Thanks, Molly. Thanks for the feedback. Let's see. Chicago still got it. They come out with it, try and get a shot off, but it's blocked by a whole bunch of players. Ricochets over to the near side. Shot towards our net, but Sylvie pushes it over to the side. Into the corner. Sylvie takes out that girl, tries to get it out. Oh, and it just gets off the Chicago player and comes out. Shea's chasing, passes it over to Ava, just a bit too far in front of her. She flings it towards the front of the net, and it never makes it to Shea, so the goalie smothers it. 9:48 left in the second. Jillian, Kiki, and Anna fighting for it along the near boards. Got Claire and Alana on D. It's a 3-on-1, but they are offside. Jill takes the face off. One over to the near boards. Chicago sends it back to their D. Up to their forwards. She kind of mishandles it on the blue line and it goes off her teammate's skate. She collects it and sends it in deep behind our net. And it pops out between their D. Flies far down. Their goalie's going to need to play it. Puck flies up in the air, and it's just a big battle for it in the neutral zone. Chicago comes away with it. Nice pass up to their forward, who dumps it in deep. Riley goes to collect it. Tries to pass it up to Anna, but she's going off on a change. Jill is chasing, and Chicago is doing some nice passing right now. Working it up, but Claire is going to be a pest. Their sticks get tied up in each other, but she clears herself. Battling for it in the near corner, it sends it over to the far corner. Riley's trying to work it up the boards. Gets it, oh, sneaks just past their defenseman on the blue line. Chicago has it, but Olivia is chasing and being a pest. All right, puck goes into their zone, but they have control of it. They try to clear it, but Jillian comes up with it. She's bringing it across, looking for a shot. Gets a shot through all those players. But by the time it got to the goalie, it was going very slowly, and she was able to make the save, and the puck is thrown up and out of the rink on the far corner. Refs will go collect a new puck. Riders will change. Zoe, Olivia, and Emily. Chicago clears it up to center ice, but Emma grabs it, throws it in. Chicago gets it back out again, bouncing puck in neutral ice. Zoe picks it up, tries to pass it over to Emily, but blocked by a Chicago player, but Olivia picks it up and throws it back in deep. Chicago passing it behind their net. They work it up the boards, tries to get it to her forwards, but they miss the pass, and it will be icing against Chicago. very, very quiet rink. All right, Brooklyn takes the face-off, tries to win it over to Shea, but Shea was tangled up with another player. Chicago comes out with it, trying to work it up the boards, but it's kept in by Collins. Fantastic work, deep into the near corner. Ava chases it down. She's got control. She gets it up to Emma, who throws it towards the net. Goalie's going to smother that. 6:55 left in the second. Keep this line out. Brooklyn, Shea, and Ava. D is now alone on Claire. Brooklyn wins it back to Claire. Passes a nice gentle pass up to Ava, who chases it down. Tries to center it, but there's nobody there except for Chicago. Darn. That's okay. Alana keeps it in. Shea goes and collects it in the corner. Sends it back. It's just held by Alana, who shoots hard. Goalie makes the save. Ava got dumped down in the front of their net. Riders are changing. Forwards, we've got Anna, Jill, Kiki out there. Face off in Chicago zone. Chicago wins it. Kiki's chasing behind the net. Chicago works it out. Tries to make a pass, broken up by Claire. Chicago still comes away with it. Alana's really working hard. And pushes it behind our net. Alana with the puck up to Kiki. Kiki over to Anna, and Anna is off to the races. Makes the move. Oh, but Chicago gets the puck off of her. Jill and Kiki come in for support, but Chicago flings the puck out. Neutral ice tries to break up that pass, but it still makes it over to Jillian. And Anna grabs that puck and throws it in deep. Goalie decides to cover it, despite the almost complete absence of any riders. It's okay, we'll take the change. All right, Zoe, Addie, Emily on forwards, Emma and Riley on D. 5:42 left in the second. Puck is just kind of floating there, and Chicago decides that they're going to take it. But Emma decides she doesn't want that to happen, but I think we're offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Zoe with the face off. She wins it back to Addie, who passes it to Emma, who throws it in. But Chicago comes away with it, gets it across the blue line. Addie passes it up to Zoe, who's got two players on her. They manage to fling it into our zone. Riley's chasing. Reverses, chips it up to Emily, who pushes it out along the boards into the neutral zone. And this big battle for it. It pops out to Addie, who is going to pass it up the boards to Zoe. Chicago beats us to it. Works it around the near corner. And Chicago comes out with it. Tries to get a neutral zone pass, but it's pretty broken up. But they get a good shot off from the far side. Well, not that good, because it did miss the net. It was hard. And they get a shot bouncing towards the net, but Bridget makes the save. 4:37 left in the second. 0-0 still. All right, Brooklyn wins the face-off. Back to Alana, who's trying to get it out of the zone, but we just squirted out. That's great. They are offside. So we managed to work the puck up and out of our zone. That was good. Brooklyn to take the face-off again. Wins it back to Sylvie, who tosses it up. Who's not icing. Chasing. Battling for it in the far corner. Brooklyn's going in as support. Pulls the puck out behind the net. The Chicago player anticipated that. Working her way up the ice. Goes through two of our players. Dumps it in deep. Sylvie's back there chasing. Oh, she centers it right in front of our net. And Shea is just a very small, very solid brick wall. And the Chicago player just bounces off of her. And there's all sorts of back and forth along the far wall. And Chicago dumps it into our zone. Sylvie goes to collect it again. Flings it off the boards to Olivia. But Chicago pushes it deep into the corner. Reverses it to the far side. But Alana's stick gets in the way of her, and the puck comes out into neutral ice. Chicago's still in control of the puck. Riders are trying to have a partial change. Puck goes deep into our zone. Alana tries to shove it along the back. Sylvie pushes it back to Alana, who's still trying to work it up the near boards. Chicago pops it forward, but they can't get a good shot off. But this girl's going to get a shot off. Oh, and that was a fantastic blocker save by Bridge. And I think that bounced off a player in the Chicago bench. So we're going to have Riley and Claire on D. Jill, Kiki, and Anna. Puck starts getting moved in the right direction, but Chicago pushes it back into our zone. Claire's chasing it. Chicago makes a fantastic move to clear it away. Kiki's battling in front of the net. Chicago gets another shot off, but it's wide of the net. Pushed over to the near boards. Anna's using her body. Pass up to Kiki, who's going to bounce it out of the zone. Keep following the puck. And she shoves it in with a backhand deep into the Chicago zone. They go and pick it up. Jillian's chasing. They get a pass up to their player, but she loses it in her skates. Tries to pass it to her teammate, but Addie grabs it. Dumps it back into their zone. Chicago flings it up. Bounces. And it's an icing. We've got 1:52 left in the second. Still 0-0. Zoe's going to take an offensive zone face-off with Emily and Addie. Claire and Riley are in D. Zoe wins the face-off back to Riley, who manages to skate over quickly and throw it deep in the zone. Addie pushes out from the corner trying to hit Zoe, but past her stick. Chicago pops it out and is chasing deep, but Sylvie's on it. And Riders are trying to get it out across the blue line, but it just skims along the blue line. Chicago gets a shot off. Bridge makes the save. We're having a change in D. Emma and Alana are coming out. Zoe takes the face off. And we come up with it. Emma's got it. She takes it behind her net, reverses it over to Alana, who grabs it, throws it up the boards up to Addie, who gets it back out to Alana. And she hears Emily calling for it, gets the pass over to her through the neutral zone, and Emily dumps it in deep. Zoe collects it in the corner. And Emma's grabbing that loose puck, gets a great shot off, and Zoe just keeps hacking at it next to the goalie and bounces it over her. And the Riders finally get on the board. 1-0 Riders. 52 seconds left in the second. They had to work hard for that goal. All right, Brooklyn's out with Ava and Olivia. We've got Alana and Emma on D. Chicago comes up with the puck, throws it in deep. Alana goes and collects. But Chicago strips the puck and gets a shot off, and the puck is loose. Bridget thought she had it, but it was still loose, and there is just everybody hacking away at that puck. Poor Bridget's trying to figure out where it is. Riders come out with it, and there is a massive collision, but what? Did they call a penalty? I didn't see. Probably offside. All right, Brooklyn to take the face off. Puck comes to the near boards. Chicago grabs it and dumps it in deep, chases it. Emma and Brooklyn are not letting them have anything easy in the corner over there. Puck comes up the near boards, and there's a stick right to Ava's face. A lot of digging, and that is the end of second. Everybody's fighting really hard along the boards. I like to see that. Okay, end of second. Riders are up 1-0. It was hard fought. I'm talking to the camera. You want to say hi? Riders are coming out to the circle again. Riley's grinning and waving to her mom. Very cute. Oh, she's going to be a forward. And she's trying to do some figure skating and possibly falling on her ass. All right, so this is going to be a Brooklyn, Olivia, Riley line with Claire and Alana back on D. Chicago is finally breaking up. Coming to the circle, and there's a lot of banging coming from the Riders bench, keeping us jazzed up and ready to go. A massive melee on the center ice there. Chicago comes out with a puck and dumps it in deep. Alana goes to collect, reverses it back to Claire, who passes it forward to Brooklyn, but Chicago gets in the way of that. Alana again moving it up the boards. It bounces back to Alana, so she decides to take things into her own hands and get the damn puck out and get it deep. Throws it to the corner. She's chasing it. Ekman's right at the front of the net. Oh, Alana tries a backhand. Riley collects, gets a shot, but the goalie makes the save. That was some great forward work by our D. All right, we've got Kiki, Jill, Anna coming out. Sylvia and Emma on D. Wins it over to Kiki, who throws it up the boards to Emma, but Chicago chips it over her stick, chases it down, and the puck is flung into our bench. All right, keep the same players out. Jill's going to take the face off. Chicago wins it back to their D. They fling it in deep. Collins is chasing. Oh, tries to fling the puck, but just misses it with her stick. It comes out. Jill's going to take it up. Moving hard. Flies through the air trying to get over that girl's stick. Lands on her knees. Chicago reverses it over to the far boards, but Emma is there, pushes it in deep. Kiki's in the corner, battling. Chicago comes away with it, passes it up to the center line, but it's taken away by Collins, and Jillian picks it up. She's got Anna. She makes a move, again, is down on the ice, and that's going to be a penalty. It's a very low penalty game for how physical it is. It's nice. It's physical, but it's not chippy and dirty. The other side has no glass except for where the administration sits. So the Chicago girl just climbed over the bench like you would into your player bench to get herself into the penalty box. Brooklyn, Shay, and Ava out there. Not sure what the chatting is. Cheering. Brooklyn's going to take the face off. Chicago wins it back to the corner, flicks it up over Shay's head and into the netting. Reset at the same face-off circle. Chicago again wins it back to the corner. They decide to reverse it this time over to the far corner. And somebody flings it way down deep. Collected by Riders up to the near boards. Chipped out by Shay. Chicago grabs it, throws it in deep, but Riley has it over to Zoe. We're working it across. Shay's working it through a bunch of players. Ava tries to backhand it in. Chicago comes out with it. Over near boards, Shay's battling for it. Gets it over to Brooklyn, who tries to get a shot, but she wasn't quite balanced enough to take that shot. Chicago comes out with it. Loses it in the neutral zone. Tries to get it past Zoe, but she gets in the way of it and manages to fling it in deep. No icing, because she was across that red line. Riders are making a big change. Kiki chasing. The other team must have a Kira as well because they're calling Kira. Chicago tries to center it, but misses their player and goes into the far corner. Working it behind our net. They center it, but right to a rider. That's Emma, who checks it up and out of the zone. Chicago tries to bring it back into the zone. Tossed down by Alana, who goes chasing, but Chicago's coming in fast. She gets it around to the far boards to Anna, who is working it up, but it bounces off some players, stays in, but then it dribbles out. Chicago sends it back in deep. Emma's got it. She tries to reverse it over to Alana, but Chicago anticipated, centers it, and they get just a point-blank shot off. I don't know if that hit Bridget or the post, but it did not go in the net. Alana comes up with a puck and gets it over to Jill, who's waiting at the blue line. She's patient, and she slides it 5-hole and gets the goal. The goalie runs into her net and knocks it off its moorings, but that is after the puck had gone into the net. So we are now 2-0 Riders with 11:01 left in the third. That was really... All right, yes. I think the broadcast was lost there for a second. I had to reconnect. Somebody let me know if this is back on again. Looks like I have 16 viewers. Okay, thank you, Frank. The broadcast is back. I don't know what happened there. Rink Wi-Fi. All right, the puck looked like it popped out of the zone there. Nobody wanted to play it because they figured it was offside, and it was. All right. Okay, I think the feed is back now. We've got 20 viewers. Hello, everybody. Zoe's taking the face off. Goes into their zone. Chicago comes away with it. That puck is flying in the air so much today. Chicago has it deep in their zone. Emily's chasing. But Chicago gets it through, tries to make a pass, broken up by Brooklyn. Beautiful. Brooklyn makes a pass up to Emily. It's just in her skates. So Chicago gets it, throws it in deep. Bridge makes the save, but the puck squirts out from under her glove, goes to the side. Fortunately, the Riders saw it, and everybody was on it. Works it over to the far boards. Bridge and Alana are working hard over there, and Olivia's in there too, throwing her shoulder into it. Puck comes out to Alana. I know she wants to fling it around the board. Oh, and she dumps that player, and it's going to be penalty on the Riders. 9:44 left in the third. Riders are up 2-0. But we are going on the PK. And you can see Alana just has to climb into the penalty box. All right, PK is Shay and Sylvie. Ava takes the face off. And we've got Emma out there too. Puck squirts across the blue line. And Shay is not going to let them have that for free. Puck squirts out. Chicago has it, brings in our zone. Trying to make a move, but Sylvie is there. Pushes the girl down, but nothing for a penalty. Rims it around to Shay on the far side, who's fighting. Emma comes away with it. She tries to throw it around the boards, but Chicago grabs it, throws it behind our net. But Sylvie's there to collect it. She sends it off the glass and out across the blue line. They managed to pop it in, but they'd all cleared the zone, so Chicago's not offside. Chicago sends it in deep. But Emma's there, battling on the boards. Tries to fling it, but she whiffs on it. So Chicago takes advantage and carries it in deep to the corner. Centers it. She's trying to get a shot off. They try to shoot from close to the blue line, but there's too many bodies in front. Chicago tries to make a nice pass, but it's missed by their players. Goes in deep. So we're able to change our whole PK unit. Riley gets in the way of that shot. Claire sends it up into the neutral zone. Anna and Kiki are out there too. And the penalty is over. So we killed off 2 penalties. 2 for 2. Kiki passes over to Anna. It's right behind her, but she gets it shot off anyway. Diverted to the corner by the goalie, and Kiki's battling. Trying to find the puck. It's over behind the net. Chicago gets it. Throws it up ice. Misses everybody. And Claire's racing back. She collects it. Tries to throw it up the board, but it goes off a Chicago player. Riley picks it up. Again, flings it off the boards. Right before she falls down. Chicago gets a shot through the crease, but nobody was there to tap it in, fortunately. Not that they could with Bridget there. Battles along the near boards here. Puck squirts out, and Anna picks it up and tries to get a shot off, but I think her stick was touched by the Chicago player. She didn't get a good shot off. Shea battling along the far boards at the blue line. Jill picks it up. Oh, nice little drop pass to Ava. And kept in with a nice backhand by Emma. Ava's got it, but now Chicago's got it. Jillian really doesn't want to let it out. The ref helps us by keeping it in the neutral zone there. Allows Shea to keep battling. Gets picked up by Brooklyn, who dumps it in really nice and deep. Okay, Chicago's working it up and out. Brooklyn is on her, as is Emma. Puck goes deep behind our net, but it's picked up by Riders. Sylvie, who gets it over to Shea, who works it across the red line and dumps it in nice and deep. Brooklyn's still going in, battling, trying to keep that puck deep while the Riders change. Chicago gets it. They see an opportunity to try and get it way up to their player, but pushed into the corner by Alana. Chicago still has the puck, flings it up and over the net, bounced off the top of the net, lands in the near corner. Chicago reverses it behind our net. It's just kind of dribbling there, so Alana takes control, rims it around the glass, up to Emily, who gets it out of the zone. But Chicago throws it in deep, but they're offside. 5:36 left in the third. Riders are up 2-0. Zoe's going to take the face off. Emily and Addie. Chicago comes away with it, tries to work it in. Alana's making their life difficult. Sends it up, but their D manages to keep it in. Alana grabs the puck, flings it far side over to Addie, who is battling a Chicago player, who ultimately throws it in deep. Back up to Addie, who makes a great pass to Emily, who gets caught up at the blue line. We try to dump it in, but it is offside. All right, we're going to have Claire and Alana on D. And we've got the Jill, Ekman, Olivia line at the front. Puck squirts back to Claire, who grabs it, dumps it into the zone, but picked up by Chicago, who brings it back down to our end. Takes a shot, nicely deflected by Bridge with the stick save, but Chicago zooms in and gets another great shot. Massive collision with Claire, but the puck comes out to the Riders. Riley's got it in center ice. Oh, two players on her, stripper of the puck. Brooklyn's on the near side, battling for it, and ultimately gets it in across the zone and picked up by Riley, who takes it in deep, makes a move, takes a shot. Saved by Chicago. They come up with the puck. They're coming in hard. But, oh, they shot it off the post and out. Collins and Emma are working really hard back there, keeping the puck away from them. Sylvie gets it to the far corner, up to Emma, who throws it out, and their D misses it on the blue line, so we get it cleared. And they're trying to pull it back, but Olivia's chasing, and Riley. Chicago sends it up center ice, but Collins sends it in deep. We stay on side. Jillian's going to the far corner. Chicago has the puck, passes it to their player at neutral ice. They work it across the blue line. A great pass and a shot with a save by Bridge. But we managed to get possession again. And that's Anna. She's got Kiki. But Chicago strips it of her. Oh, but Jillian keeps it at the blue line. And we are still in. Pops it forward to Anna, who's chasing. but Chicago diverts it. Oh, and Alana catches it at the blue line. Still keeps it in, despite Chicago's attempts to get it out. Centers it to the front of the net, but Chicago grabs it and finally gets it back across the blue line. And they've got a player who is beautifully back-checked by Alana. Does not get a good shot off, but Bridge does make the easy save. Holds on to her shutout. 2:44 left in the third. Riders are up 2-0. Shea, Bridget, Emma. And Sylvie and Ava. Center of the puck, but the girl who was in front of the net, Chicago girl, was down on the ice, so she couldn't get a shot off, but she comes up with it, tries to center it, but Shea grabs it, pulls it down deep, chasing hard. And Emma keeps it in, gets it back over to who is that? Ava. Ava gets it up to Collins. Collins gets a great shot in from the blue line, but it gets deflected over to the corner. 1:58 left. Shea tries to center it up to Emma. She loses a handle on it, and Chicago comes away with it. They get it in our zone, but we quickly reverse it back to their zone. Comes out. Riders are changing. Zoe's battling on the far boards. She's got Addie, who's pretty open, but Chicago gets a stick on that puck, and it flies up high, but it stays in the zone. Emma sends it in deep to Addie. Alana again reverses it at the blue line, sends it in deep to the far corner. Addie gets it up to Olivia. No, sorry, Claire. All right. Alana pulls down a girl, but there's no penalty on that play. Tries to get it across the ice, hits the Chicago player in the face with the puck. Reverses it behind our neck, tries to fling it up to Olivia, but got caught in the snow on the boards, I think. Chicago comes in with one of their best shots of the game, and Bridge makes one of the best saves of the game. Beautiful. .39 seconds left. Riders are up 2-0. All right, Riley comes up with the puck, tries to fling it out, but Chicago is there and bumps it back in deep. Sylvie's battling. Olivia's battling. Emma comes out with it. Tries to get it over. No, I'm sorry, that's to Olivia. Having trouble seeing the numbers in all this melee. All right, Sylvie's got the puck. Flings it hard down the ice. Oh, and misses the net by less than a foot. That was a great effort. So that's icing against the Riders. And bring it down to our end. There is 7.8 seconds left. Brooklyn's going to take the face-off. Chicago's got 6 players and an empty net. Brooklyn wins it over to the boards. Chicago comes up with it, tries to fling it towards the net. It's wide. Goes into the corner, and they shove it out, trying to get one last shot on. But the buzzer goes, and the Riders get out of this with a 2-0 win. Bridget gets a shutout. Let's go Riders. All right, so next game is today at, I'm not really sure when. I think 6:10 Central Time, 5:10 for everybody back in Colorado. we're going to replay this team in just a few hours. So we're going to feed our girls and get them rested and hydrated, and have a rematch at a different rink, which hopefully will also have some good Wi-Fi so I can stream again. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you later.